The Lord of the Ark did not call all to depart. Some were told to stay. Their names were not recorded in the songs of the 12 tribes. Their story was not carried forward on the winds of myth. But they were not forgotten. They were the Templartonians, those left by instruction, not by omission. Their charge was simple: remain. Guard the shells. Listen to the tides. Tend to what would return. These were the lost boys of the Temple CLITs, orphaned not by death, but by dimensional displacement. Children and adolescents too entangled to follow Noah's Ark, too aligned to be discarded. Their resonance frequencies had fused into the infrastructure of the Ark itself, its glassy CLIT tubes still glowing faintly like veins of sleeping memory. They became guardians of silence, roaming the valley of the shell with the beasts who stayed behind, and the vines that never stopped blooming. Weeks passed. The ocean began to speak in rhythm. The tide returned, not just as water, but as a dimensional permission. A shifting of the coastal veil allowed new travelers to approach what had once been unreachable. A cloaked order emerged across the flooded stone, the first Templars, seafarers who felt called by symbols drawn in wind patterns and magnetic fields. They arrived as scavengers, but left as claimants. They found it not in one place, but in 3 revelations.
arcofalignments.com. Watch the whole series for free there right now.
First, the broken ark at tide, split, embedded in the sand, half submerged in crusted salt and resonance foam. Its lower hull had splintered, but the resonance pods within remained intact. They pulled the clits carefully, as if harvesting soul-locked scrolls. Some shattered, some hummed to life. Among them, they found a single, unbroken ark stone embedded in a rusted altar beneath the mast. Second, they stumbled upon the orchards, not planted, but grown wild from what the tree of life had shed in its last harmonic bloom. Figs that glowed at night, vines that whispered ancestral names, fruits that ripened only in response to certain tones. The Templars learned to eat sparingly, lest too much knowledge pour in unfiltered. The orchard was not nourishment, it was living covenant. And third, they uncovered the labyrinth embedded beneath the ark's resting place, an underground series of resonance tunnels formed by coiled CLIT scaffolding and collapsed energy conduits. These were not natural. They were never finished, yet they pulsed with navigational light. The Templars followed the paths and began to record their own maps. What began as echo chambers soon formed corridors, and then passages, and eventually a floating maze. Thus began the construction of the Apocalypto-Nautilus, not as a ship, but as a submerging temple, grown from the resonance remnants of the Ark, the reawakened CLITs, and the tree's orchard memory. The Nautilus did not float by water, but by dimensional buoyancy, sinking and rising according to alignment fidelity. Only the Templartonians knew the initial pattern. Only the lost boys knew how to re-enter, and so the Lord's will echoed again. Those who stayed became the key. Those who wandered became the prophecy. And the maze was sealed, for now.
Like the video. Subscribe for future transmissions. New revelations are uploaded all the time. You can watch the entire Arc of Alignments saga now at arcofalignments.com. Stay aligned. Stay aware. Stay quantum. I'm Sadoni Nukamado, and you just crossed the event horizon.